Today, I'll be explaining for you the misconception of virginity or virgin in the Bible. You know, as we were told that the first scrolls was written in Aramaic, from Aramaic to Hebrew, or from Aramaic Hebrew, and then to Greek. And the Romans conquered the Greek and took the doctrine, and they wrote in Latin, and from Latin to English. So I'll be reading from my book today to show you what where translation had a misconception. As I read, the part popular understanding of gospel text is based on numerous other misconceptions. Did you hear that? The Semitic word translated as virgin was Alma, which actually meant no more than a young woman. So the word Alma actually meant young woman. The comparative word denoting a physical virgin was Betula. In Latin, that is in Latin, the word Vigo meant quite simple, unmarried. And to imply the modern English connotation of virgin, the Latin word no, the Latin word now would have been qualified by an adjective, by the adjective Vigo intacta, denoting sexual inexperience. You see, misconception from translation to translation, from this translation to other translation. The word Alma meant young woman, and when they translate to Latin, and the word Vigo means unmarried. That is the word they translate. But when they came to the English, they said it was a virgin. But you see, that is where the mistake of the what I say Virgin Mary. What the mistake was, the mistake was leave this to say. The mistake was what they call it was translation, misconception. You know, the word Virgin Mary is supposed to be Alma Mary, young woman. It's supposed to be Alma Mary or unmarried woman. The word is not supposed to be a virgin. But in translation, people who don't understand from Aramaic to Greek to Latin to English had a misconception. I'll be showing you a lot of that. As you're following my video, you'll be getting a lot of that. We've not come. I never wrote the Bible. I never wrote this book. But we've not come to destroy or to tackle or fight anybody. But we've come to tell you that we are not to follow the ways of another man's ancestors, that you have to follow the ways of your own ancestors. Because of what they did here was forcefully buying our ancestors, and we forcefully followed their religion, and we left the ways of our ancestors. We cannot be living in the ways of another man's ancestors. You understand? We cannot be doing that. What I'm pushing to you, or what I'm telling you, is let's follow the ways of our ancestors. I've not come to fight any religion, because I don't have the power to fight religion. I've not come to say religion to stop, but let's follow the ways of our ancestors. We want to awake the many of you. You understand? We want to awake the many of you. You need to be awakened and know who you are. I want to tell you who you are, because you are that man who have left, who have believed, and come again. We cannot be following the ways of another man's system. Probably religion is man-made. So the word virgin from here was mistranslated. It was Alma, which means meant a young woman. But in Latin, it means unmarried. Where you see the mistake from Aramaic or Greek to Latin. It means it is Alma. You see the Vigo. You see the difference was they said, the other side said young woman. The other said unmarried. The other side said virgin. You see, they made a lot of mistakes in translation, and the truth is that as we're going through this book, we'll be showing you where mistakes are in what they wrote to you. And some people did this writing to favor them. Some people did this writing to make control of you, to keep you at bay, to create the fear of your unknown. So you keep following their religion. But I'm not trying to tell you to leave, but I'm trying to tell you to follow the ways of your ancestors. Follow the ways of your ancestors and know who you are. Because you are the past, you are present now and the future generation coming. This is who you are. So you see, they've made a lot of misconception, and some of these mistakes were not made. Some of them was made deliberately, just to keep you at bay, just to create the fear of the unknown to you. So in our next video, we'll be explaining another part. You understand? We'll be explaining another part, and you understand. So the word virgin was, the actual word was Alma, which means a young woman. So virgin was, the word was young woman described in the Aramaic. You understand? It was not. You understand? So when you follow and you've known how to be a virgin, I'm not saying she's not a virgin, but the real word here was describing her as a young woman, and the other one describing her as unmarried. So there have been a misconception, and some are deliberately. What I told you, some people deliberately did the right thing to create the fear of the unknown to us. So let's follow the ways of our ancestors. What I'm trying to tell you here is that there were mistakes written from translation from Aramaic to Greek to Hebrew and then to Latin to English. You understand? So when you get all these words, you keep deliberating, keep being awakened. When you read and you follow me, you understand that some of the things you know are not true. 90% of what they've told you in your life are not true. You understand? So Virgin Mary was described as a young woman. She was described as an unmarried, not as a virgin. It was translation that led to that. Thank you. Keep following Mona Papa. Whenever you get my video, share it. I will not stop doing video in Pidgin. I decided to do this one in English. I will also be doing in Igbo language. Follow Mona Papa 1. The person I declared is not going to go to heaven. Thank you. May your days be long.